thought about it. I'm like, yeah, one day I'm gonna marry Deiondra, but I didn't know that I was gonna do this soon, like propose and stuff. I'm just like, I called my mama like, hey, I think I'm gonna marry Deiondra. My mama like, alright. So she like, shit.
Oh yeah.
Music, __. Y'all, Jackie and his baby mama Deiondra Sanders are at it again, and these two are being messy. They have been going back and forth at it for a hot minute now, and every time we think that it possibly couldn't get worse, it does now. Miss Ma almost got beat because allegedly Jackie's sister pulled up on her in Tennessee and tried to jump her for talking smack about Jackie's family and his mom. A Twitter user called Deiondra out and spilled all the tea on how she almost got hooped by Jack's sister. Now y'all know that Deiondra is not the one to play with, and she clapped back hard at this. But hold up, because there's more. Jacquees also got exposed for allegedly cheating on her with multiple women and trying to spin the block with his ex Drizzy while Deiondra was pregnant with their baby Chili. This is a hot mess, but what does Deiondra's father Deion think about his daughter being dog-walked like this? Let's spill the tea. And we're coming in hot because Deiondra is mad that Jacquees is back and working with DeLoaf. If y'all didn't know, Jacquees and had a mixtape released a few years back called F.A. Friendzone. They just released F.A. Friendzone 2.0, and Deiondra doesn't like that. She doesn't like the fact that the two of them are out and about together and promoting the music. In fact, she hated really hard on the album and this partnership, and she just wants to know, is her baby daddy fooling around with DEH? Is this a fake situationship to promote the album? But y'all hear this, she doesn't care which one is true because she don't like either of them. None of it sits right with her at all, and it just went downhill from there. It got so bad that when Da and Jack wanted to shoot a video for one of the songs on F.A. Friendzone 2, to refuse to have Deiondra on set. If you thought Deiondra was just going to take it sitting down, you don't know the woman. She exploded online and shaded the living daylight out of the album. She said people got to fake a relationship to sell albums. Stop asking me why I'm not around. I am not allowed to be around them cause Dej would feel uncomfortable if his fiancé were there. As I said before, y'all got it. Y'all one hope y'all little album sell the most y'all done ever sold. Now hell hath no fury like Jackie's family. When Deiondra's tweet went up, Jock's mom Rose clapped back at Deiondra, and girl, she dragged her hard. She called Deiondra a dummy, saying that there was no point in saying that they were faking a relationship to sell an album because everyone knows it's not a real relationship, and this time, as many other times, fans are on Ja's side. Everybody has been going on about how DeLoaf is gay and has a girlfriend, so why is Deiondra mad that they're working together? Girl, make it make sense. Rosie wasn't done because even though she called Deiondra a dummy, she let her father DeionSanders have his flowers for putting Jacquee on his show. This set Deiondra off again, and she went off on Jackie's family on her IG story. She wrote, "Yes, you're welcome for having your son on my daddy's show. They respected him with class unlike y'all got the right one. Today you see this drama with DeLoaf working with Jax has reached an all-time low." Deiondra wasn't done telling off her baby daddy's family because she went on to expose Rosie for mishandling her son's finances, and she made sure it was out there too, calling Rosie out by her name. She said, "Miss Rosie better stop playing with me. Nobody is off limits. Now go be with your husband and keep stealing and hiding your son's money." Chili not her, dragging every single member of his family. We all know that Jacques is the king of all the mama's boys in the space, right? So when he saw his baby mama dissing his mom, he allegedly sent her packing. It seems like Deiondra is back at her mom's house, and she hates that the streets are saying that their engagement is off too. But y'all didn't hear that from me. But then I guess this shouldn't be so surprising because everyone knows that Jacquees is something of a mama's boy, so Deiondra had to have known that he wasn't going to sit back and watch her go off on his mama like that. Her coming for his mom didn't sit right with anybody in Jock's family, and they have been going all out trying to do something about it. If y'all thought Rosie dissing Deiondra on her Instagram was the worst of it, think again, because she almost got herself beat up by Jack's sister Miracle. There's so much that led to this, and it's quite the tea. But first let's talk about why Jack is always on his mama's side even if she's wrong. Deiondra has hinted that Ja's relationship with his mother is weird. He has also admitted that he makes really big decisions as long as Miss Rosie approves. As if that's not messy enough, he also revealed that he had to get his mom's approval to propose to Deiondra. "You know, we were getting ready to pack up Des spot. I knew he was getting ready to move and stuff cause we just got a crib together and you know we was getting ready to do stuff and I'm watching her pregnant doing all this stuff. I'm just like I call my mom like hey I think I married Deiondra, you feel me? I'm like but my mom like alright, so she like but that's not all because everyone knows that the relationship was a hot mess from the start. I mean nobody in these two families approves of each other. DeionSanders and his sons have told Deiondra multiple times they don't approve of her relationship with Jacquees and only recently accepted Jacquees because Deiondra gave birth to his son Snow. Jacquees' family also doesn't like Deiondra for nothing and there's always some drama going on between them. This is why Deiondra finds it weird that Jacquees had to get his mother's permission to propose to her. I mean there's the place for advice, but him seeking her approval is kind of weird. It gets weirder though because Deiondra had to sit through an interview she didn't even know about. Mama Rosie told her boy to ask Deiondra about her long and short-term goals, qualifications, and all that stuff. A couple of things you need to ask her before you do that, you know what I'm saying? She likes you, you need to take her out, and you need to ask her these certain questions. Ask her her long-term goals. Her short-term goals ask her, like, you know, like how y'all can work together, like, you know, to do certain things, like, what's the plan, you know what I'm saying? She, like, make sure y'all got a plan, you feel what I'm saying, and make sure you know her short-term goals and her long-term goals. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. She was like, but besides that, isn't she it? And maybe she was looking for a maid. Jack himself said that his mom didn't want anything to do with Deiondra until the day she came into their tour bus and straightened up the whole place. That was when Rosie told her son that Deiondra was the one. Deiondra had came with me on tour MHM, you know what I'm saying, and my mom was telling me on tour she was like hey that's the one. She was like I'm telling you like you need to go ahead and figure out how you going, but that's the one. She like she make you better, she like she that's what you need, she got you going to church. Yeah, she was like you know what I'm saying. And this before all that, this my mama just seeing early like cause Deiondra came on the bus and just strained up the whole tour bus. Like my room was a mess. I came back, my organized shoes over here, drawers over there, and socks. She was just getting everybody right on the bus. I'm like, she came and changed the whole thing, and my mom was noticing that, like, damn, she put some structure right. Weird, right? You would think that it was enough to win Rosie over to Deiondra's side, but you couldn't be more wrong if you didn't know. Jax and Drizzy were together for a long time before Deiondra came into the picture, and rumor has it that she was the reason they broke up. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Rosie liked Drizzy a lot and hated that she and Jacquees had split up and that Deiondra had come into the picture. Allegedly, the reason Jacquees had to propose to Deiondra was because he got caught getting all flirty with Drizzy. If you remember, DeionSanders didn't want his daughter to date Jacquees because of his constant infidelity. Well, as it turns out, Mama Rosie knew her son was getting dirty on the down low with his ex while Deiondra was pregnant with his son. It sounds crazy, right? It looked like Deiondra found out and started shading Drizzy on the internet after Jacquee proposed. It seemed like she was really mad that Jacquee was still fooling around with Drizzy and tweeted, "WHY why would he switch out a dime for a penny?" She didn't stop there and even exposed Drizzy for doing some weird stuff. She followed it with another tweet, "Obsessed is when you Riri still sending underwear with your face on it to the crib," and that's when it all broke loose because y'all know that Drizzy is not the type to take a disc lying down. She replied to her tweet, letting Deiondra know that her man was out chasing other people. Obsessed? ISIS y'all having a baby on the way, but the ninja is begging to get me pregnant because he f asterisk 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 s asterisk 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 s with you, bird brain. TF? I turn your ninja down every day for you, and this is the thanks I get around this MF. Drizzy didn't stop there because she supported every last thing she said with receipts, y'all. One of the texts was Jacquee saying, "Don't be a dummy, just let me get you pregnant too," but Drizzy shot him down. She also posted another chat with the caption, "This your baby daddy?" What's sad is that Jacquee also trashed Deiondra and Drizzy's DMs and said that he didn't want her, he wanted Drizzy because she was his first love. In the screenshot, Jax wrote, "I want you, I don't want her. You are my true love." "I want you Drizzy again." Drizzy shot him down, making it clear that there was nothing between them. From the text it looks like Ja told Drizzy he didn't want to have a baby with Deiondra because being intimate with her doesn't define love. Deiondra decided to let the world know how she was feeling and wrote, "I'm just so heartbroken. I prayed for God to show me. I know we should never question God, but sometimes I question why even allow me to love this hard. If you knew, I just feel so stupid and so dumb. Well, what's done is done, and Deiondra is doing her own stuff while making sure Jacquees suffers too. She knew one way to pull a big power move was her son. She made it clear that Snow would be taking her last name Sanders because Jack hadn't married her yet, and from the looks of it there might never be a marriage. And ever since it's been out there that Shaq was chasing his ex, it feels right that Deiondra wants to suspect that any woman he's moving too close to is on his list to fool around with. It is also probably why she doesn't care too much about anything she says about her baby daddy's family, because it's obvious that these people will never be on her side no matter what. Word on the streets is that Rosie has allegedly taken it upon herself to find the perfect woman for her son. It looks like she thought she could get Deiondra to do whatever she wanted, but when she realized that it wasn't happening, she started encouraging her son to keep looking outside, even though she says that the situation with Dej Loaf and Ja isn't real. Many people are not putting it past her for her to pressure her son to go after Da if it means that Deiondra would not be with him anymore. And that's how we're back to the part that got this whole family going physical on each other. It was a lot of things that led Miracle, Jacquees' sister, to attempt to jump her in Tennessee from Deiondra accusing Rosie of mishandling Jacquees' money to Jax himself, banning her from going to his music video shoot with Deiondra has been going at it with the members of this family. It is no news that another family member decided to join the racket, and we would not have known about this if that one Twitter user hadn't immediately spilled the beans asking Deiondra to tell the truth and stop capping. Deiondra tweeted, "I love my family," and this user came out and said, "Hell to the no, that's not true." She commented, "Let's talk about how his sister was about to beat your behind today and you ran to the back and he cursed you out. You re like a roach that won't leave that family alone, sis. Did Deiondra just get called a roach after just being called a dummy?" It is a tough day out here for this woman. Deiondra clapped back hard, even though she later hit that delete button as quickly as lightning. She said, "Aid, and let's talk about it. Once my daddy's security came, ninjas were scared to even be in the same room as me. I bet a hoe knows not to play with me now." This fan didn't end it there, and she must have been hard-pressed and needed Deiondra to say what happened, because she wrote, "Are you running behind that man? He and the baby got on all Gucci, and you got on Fashion Nova looking like somebody's grandma. So what does Jace have to say about this?" Well, he's still off with Dej Loaf F, and people are telling them how good they look together, and Deiondra is not feeling this. In a picture that Jassa posted together with Dej Loaf, a fan commented, "You two need to hurry up and become official. Your chemistry has been present for a long time." Deiondra wasn't having any of it and replied, "Yeah, that will never happen." Another person said, "Why is baby mama not present? She is in every other picture." And Deiondra let it out there that she wasn't allowed to be there. It seems that Deiondra popping off on the internet about this, as well as dissing Rosie and calling her a thief, caused Jacquees' sister Miracle to pull up on her after Deiondra called Rosie out and told her to stop playing Miracle, allegedly. Stepped into Deiondra warning her not to speak on her mother like that after DeionSanders security diffused the situation and the dust settled. Miracle posted on her Instagram story, she wrote, "No weapon fashioned against me or my family will prosper, not in this life or the next. We are covered." It seems that she was subtly shading Deiondra because of the tweet in which she said she loved her family as well. If your baby daddy's family is looking to beat and disrespect you, should you even be anywhere near them anymore? Someone reasonable would leave, and it looks like that's what Deiondra is planning to do now, especially because she already told Jacquees that there is no way that Snow is getting his last name because they are not married yet. If she decides to leave Jacquees, then he may never have his father's last name. I don't know if that's some sort of payback, but hey, if this is a war of who's the saltiest, somebody's got to win. Deiondra has been dragged for not knowing her worth because her daddy Is the DeionSanders, so why is she going this low? People have been talking about how she has terrible choices in men. Point out how she used to date Bowie. We thought it couldn't get messy.
I'm doing great.
Preparing myself up, myself full of word.
Yeah. I'm done letting people. I'm done. Because people be playing. I know. I need to learn that.
Yeah, smile to see.
Please pray for me. Oh, thank you.
This was your
See another day. Just pray for me, this little J. Anyway, current speculation is that Deiondra and Jacquees are going to be done and through with each other. If that's the case, then maybe Rosie and her children would stop being messy. Jacquees has said nothing on this matter, and that just goes to show how much he really doesn't care about Deiondra, the mother of his son, being disrespected. Who knows, maybe she'll put herself first from now on. Recently, she has been talking about how hard postpartum is and the wish that men would take a class that told them how to deal with postpartum. She also tweeted, "No more disrespect allowed." Maybe we're not going to see anything now, but something tells me the drama isn't over from these people. But let me know what y'all think. Be sure to check out this next video, music.